Welcome to Date Like a French Woman. This is the podcast where we practice dating like a healing journey and not a quest, and where we understand that even the way you wash your hair will define your love life. Before I go deeper in that subject, if you are not familiar with me, my name is Muriel Felous. I am your host, and I want to explain to you what is going on and how this podcast is evolving through time. If you listen to the last episode, or if you are a regular follower, you will have noticed that there were some gaps into the episodes. And I covered that a little bit in the last episode. And I want to repeat what I said last time, because it has even changed since then. I stopped doing episodes. I stopped recording for a few weeks because I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel it in my body to sit down and record an episode. I don't know what was that about it. I don't know why. I could not explain it. But the truth is that I'm committed to really produce episodes and everything I do to the highest quality that I can, to the most authenticity, and something that is aligned with who I am and with a high vibration. So I couldn't bring myself to just deliver for the sake of delivering, because you're supposed to be consistent and this is a business, yada yada yada. I decided to pause because obviously my inner guidance, the spiritual guidance that I was receiving, which was creating that resistance, was asking me to pause, was asking me to go in, reevaluate, and really align with the energy of truth, with the energy of high vibration of love as my offering to you. So that's what I did. And since last time, since the previous episode, something came up to the surface. And that's funny because I always get my clearer intuition in the morning when I just wake up. That's always when I catch my kids. If they lie to me, I don't really realize in the evening. And since I have teenagers, teenagers, they're going to tell you a little bit of stories, and they're going to try to act out, and they're going to become independent and resist you a little bit. So I always get my clearest intuition in the morning. I remember in one of my relationships when I didn't realize that the guy was cheating on me the night before. Everything was so clear in the morning when I woke up, like laid out on a piece of paper. So what came for me a few days ago is that by containing myself in that dating environment, in the subject of dating, in everything about dating in that podcast, I was feeling trapped. I was feeling compressed. Like if I was in a box, those mattresses, those foam mattresses, when you put them in a box, they are compressed, and as soon as you open the box, they expand, and you can never put them back in the box. That's how I felt. I realized that everywhere I go, everywhere I teach more and more women on starting their dream and creating their dream and businesses, and everywhere I go, I give way more, something that is way bigger than just the environment of dating. And then I got scared because I built my business on that. So I got scared to just dump everything in the trash and start over. I got scared to shut down that podcast and start over. So I meditated and reflected on it. And what appeared for me is that I am just not your conventional dating coach. The ones who are going to tell you you should wear a red dress when you put your pictures online, and you should put that many pictures and make it clear in your bio that your profile that this is what you want, and all those technical details that can be useful or cannot be useful. Because in fact, everything is right or wrong at the same time. Everything is true or false. It all depends on what is the intention, the angle, and the energy vibration at which you are when you take action. So nothing really will bring you the results that you want if you don't do it and you don't back it up with the right intention and the right vibration, the right energy. We are in a society where there is so much shame and fear of not being enough. You buy this cosmetic because you're worth it. So what does it mean about you if you don't buy cosmetics? Does it mean that you may be believing that you're not worth it? Does it mean that you don't value yourself? It's extremely powerful as a marketing approach because, of course, you want to put yourself in the category of women who see their values, who are up there. So you won't want to go in the other direction. But at the same time, all that presentation, all that information that is coming at us all the time, telling us that we need to buy that because we are worth it. We need the latest gadget because that's who we need to be in the world, has a huge price. It's almost like if you are not in the category of people who have their beautiful house, their beautiful car, are established professionally, are using the latest gadget, the most expensive stuff, we put a lot of emphasis on material. We put a lot of impact on buying those objects and doing those things to be worth it, to have value. Instead of feeling that we do or don't do something and the only meaning that it will have will be at the level of the action, which means we decided not to go for it because there is a rational explanation and we don't act, we don't do that action. Maybe we are wrong in not taking action, but it does not mean anything about who we are, about our value. When we start making it mean something about who we are, when we start believing that something is going to make us worth it or not, there is a problem. And that's why I'm saying that wearing that red dress when you put your profile online or when you go to a date is not the key to the success of your dating life and will not serve you. It will play against you unless you are wearing it for a reason that supports your value. So, are you wearing that dress because you know, you really deeply in your body and in your heart, you know your value, you know that you're enough, and there is nothing on earth that's going to challenge that? And of course, it depends on the days, right? We are humans. So we're not going to be at the top every day, but more or less that's where you are oscillating. Or are you wearing that red dress because deep inside, in the background of your mind, there is a question about the fact that you are not enough, maybe you're not attractive enough, so you need to really compensate. And that's why you're wearing that dress. You see, it's not about the dress, it's not about what you do, it's about what you make it mean for yourself. What angle are you approaching it from, and what thoughts are in your head, at what level are you vibrating in the energy elevator. Now, to go back to the topic of that show, even the way you wash your hair will have an impact on your love life. Are you washing your hair? Of course, we want to have clean hair. So it's not even a question. We're going to wash them. Or not. Some people don't. But I choose to wash my hair. Even though I'm French, some people would say, well, French people don't wash their hair. Not true. Well, I choose to wash my hair. But why are you washing your hair? Is it because you love yourself? You love your hair? You love see your hair shining and you love styling it and you take really deep pleasure in emphasizing the magnificence of you? Or do you feel that you have to compensate because you're not blank, attractive, young, whatever, enough? This is a question. This is a question and a process that you should examine everything that you do and choose in your life. This is true for the way you treat yourself. This is true for the kind of job that you're doing. This is true for what you're doing at work. For example, if you make a mistake, do you feel that your whole value as a human being, as an employee, is in jeopardy? Or you just made a mistake. It's just an action. It's just something you did. That doesn't mean anything about you. It's true for the people you associate yourself with. It's true for the way you react with those people. Are you saying yes all the time because you're afraid that maybe you're not enough, so you're not going to be loved? What angle? Really try to get in the habit of developing that filter and ask yourself every time you do something, every time you choose something, what is your intention? And not the one that will come right away that says, of course, because of this. The real one, the one in your heart. Is there fear? Are you afraid that you're not worth it? You may not be someone who wants to approach this your dating life through this kind of questions because you may think that it's too much, it has nothing to do with it, and it's just rubbish. But be careful, because life will reflect where you need to change. And unless you are willing to work on connecting with your value and connecting with the fact that no matter what, you are enough, no matter what, you are magnificent. If you don't, your relationships, your dating will be painful. You will be shown once, twice, and over that this is something you need to start working on. And believe me, I know from experience, because I've been kicked. If you know my story, it almost killed me to not see my value. What is your experience? How do you wash your hair? That's what I wanted to mention today, and also to explain that in the future episodes, I may approach some subjects that from a first sight may not have anything to do with dating. But my friend, everything is connected to your love life. And your love life is connected to everything. The same way that your professional life, your spiritual life, the people you love, the way you treat your body, everything is connected. Especially when we speak about intention and thoughts and energy vibration, because that will determine what level you are vibrating at, and that, will match you with things, people, and opportunities at the same level. So I hope it helps. I hope you're gonna think differently next time you go in the shower and you wash your hair. You can put affirmations in your shower if you laminate them. And it's an amazing time to practice affirmations, like, I love my body, I love washing it because I take care of my body with joy and love. And things like that are extremely simple, but with repetition will change the way your brain is wired. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next episode. And as I said before, I promise I will try when I will be back on my feet and running again. I still need a little bit of processing time and journaling and introspecting to see where I'm going to evolve. But at a certain point, I will go and record these podcasts live on on Facebook, so you can join me, ask questions, we can interact. It's going to be fun. That's where I am today, and I'm here to offer you as a gift, really from my heart, any tool, any tip, any idea, any inspiration, any vibration that can help you to connect with your magnificence and live your life happier, with more joy, lighter. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful week.